Guys, it's Gracie. Welcome to or back to my channel. I'm kind of sick, but you're about to see a video that I didn't film an intro for, so here it is now. I hope that you all are having great holidays and continue to have a great new year.
This is a fit of the day. My room's a mess because it always becomes a mess when I leave for a little bit, and then I try to clean a little, and then I just made it like even dirtier by like trying to unpack. So good times. Why am I going to straighten my hair in my mom's bathroom? I don't know. I don't even like my hair when it's straight, but we're gonna do it anyway. So I wanted to film a video talking about kind of what it's like to come home for the first few times and such, since technically I'm only like, I just did my first semester as a freshman. I can only talk about the first few times you come home after beginning in college. I've actually come home quite a few times throughout the semester, once for like our fake fall break, but really I was like, okay, I should come home, right? Like, I came home once to vote in the election. Absentee ballots, I just was too lazy to deal with that, so instead, you know, took a bus home from college. I also came home for Thanksgiving break, and is that it? I generally can't like remember any other occasion I would have come home for, but like, I don't know, it feels like I've been back a lot, like more than I should have come home, you know? Oh, I also came home for Labor Day. What I will say is that, first off, it's super weird, like, no matter what. So the first time I had my bags packed and I was walking to where the bus was gonna pick me up to go home, I remember thinking, like, this is my last time here. I need to suck it all in, the beautiful campus. Like, it was a really nice experience. I'm like, whoa, I really need to, like, stop and stop being so dramatic because I'm gonna be here for a lot longer. I think when I got home, it was a lot less like exciting than like I thought for some reason. I was super homesick at the beginning of the semester, and I think it had to do a lot with the fact that I was having a hard time trying to like make friends that were really, you know, close friends that were gonna last, that I was gonna be able to hang out with on a regular basis. And I can talk a whole different thing about that. But just, I was lonely a lot, and when I was here, my parents are like some of, you know, like my best friends, honestly. I love them both. So not having them was so rough. So I was just so desperate to go home and see them, and then when I got there, it was like, oh, like we're just like sitting on the couch doing nothing but like watching a movie. Like, this is what my old life was like. It's like I kind of forgot that it wasn't some glam scenario, like we weren't gonna be having a party every second I was home. But the first weekend I was home, I didn't see any friends or anything. It was kind of like, I think it was a bit abrupt, so I didn't really have time to make plans with anyone. I think I might have sent out like a message. One of the times I came home, I sent out a message to some of my friends from high school that I had breakfast with on a regular basis, and I was like, hey, we need to have breakfast. And some people were like, yeah, but like then the plan never happened, which like whenever that scenario was, that's like a really awkward situation, because like, did I really want to like meet with them? Yeah, but then I think I could like kind of second questions, like, do these people actually still care about me, or it's like they don't really miss me at all? So like, I didn't want to pressure them into meeting me. There just ended up being more going on that weekend than I expected, and I was like, oh, I'm tired. Like, I don't feel like forcing people to be social with me. That's one of the things that's been kind of constant every time I've gone home and seen people, is that I'm just convinced that I miss these people a lot more than they miss me. I'm like, who am I even allowed to talk to anymore? Like, you know, my friends who are still in high school, I'm like, they have high school lives, they have high school friends that are going on, and like, when I go see them in plays and whatnot, do their like musicals, I'm like, yay, you did so well, and they're like, thank you, but then I feel like they really want me to like walk away so that they can go like celebrate with the other high schoolers they were gonna play with, and they don't really care about me. So it's like kind of upsetting. Like, I did have kind of like a mini breakdown the first time this happened and like cried and had to like leave because I didn't know who I was like allowed to say hi to, like who wanted me to say hi to them, and like who I had known and talked to enough in high school enough so that they would care about me enough for me to go out of my way to say hi to them, you know? Because there's nothing worse than like seeing these people you really liked in high school, going up to them to say hi, and then like you have to make some awkward small talk, and it feels like so much more pressure than you were expecting, and then you feel like you're just being a big burden on them. It's so bad. My hair is so much longer than I realized. Oh, this is weird. So like that's just the biggest thing for me, you know? It's you are going to feel like you aren't allowed to say hi to certain people, and that can be like really upsetting. But you know, there are people that want you to say hi to them, and you're kind of like the older person in their circumstance probably, so they probably feel awkward and like they can't say hi to some older college student maybe. I don't know if that's really true, but like, you know, there's always the possibility that they're waiting for you to say hi first. So like, still make the move, and if it's awkward, and you know, you can get over it, I guess. Just go home, cry, forget it the next day. But yeah, I think I've been like kind of disappointed with how little I've seen my friends from like high school since I started college. Like I've seen my best friend, we've hung out like a lot when we are both home, and that's kind of interesting because when you're away at college, I think you start to imagine like your friendships differently than they like actually existed. So then it's like I said, kind of with like my home life before, it's like, you know, you go home and you're like, oh yeah, this is what it was like. So I mean, that when I was like describing to my family, I was like, oh wait, we're kind of boring, aren't we? But like with your friend, it's like, oh, like no, we like click a lot more than I was kind of worried about. You know, you're kind of worried that like you come home and you two are like two different completely changed people because of college, but like not necessarily, especially for us when it hadn't even been a semester yet. But with the other people I haven't seen, it's kind of sad because I don't know, we sometimes mention a little about seeing each other, but then it's weird because a lot of times I feel like they have other people they want to see when they're home instead of me. Like if they have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever, they probably want to spend time with that person instead. So I feel like I can't all get into like their business, but like I said, like I feel like you have to be the one to step forward. And I think something I'm definitely going to try this winter break that I'm home now is being like, hey, a bunch of us should go out and get food together, because even if you're worried like that one person doesn't care enough about you to like really want to spend time with like only you for a while, like it gives me more confidence because I'm sure there's someone that I'll invite that they want to see. So even if they don't like me, which you know they probably do, like at least they have that person, they'll want to go. They won't reject me. I feel like I always forget something at home that at like college that I want to bring with me when I come visit back at home, or I definitely keep forgetting stuff that I need at college and keep leaving it here. Like one of the times I left my laptop charger, that's a big deal. Like you need your laptop in college. Definitely recommend like making checklists and making for sure. Also during like Thanksgiving break, I brought my plants home because I needed to replot them, and then I forgot them, which sucked, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to come home for winter break anyway, it's fine that they're home. But then I came back and they're like super dying because my dad doesn't know how to take care of my plants, which like, okay, I can't blame him, but I also do want to say, like, it's crazy how fast where you go to college and like your dorm room, how fast that's gonna become like your home. Like that was one of the first things that I think finished adjusting for me, is like, this is my living space. I like being here, like I'm comfortable here. I got along with my roommate, so like it really did feel like a safe place. A lot of the times I go back to college after visiting here, it feels like time, which I feel bad that it does feel, you're gonna feel a lot of guilt, I think, at times, that like, why don't I want to be home more, like my family's here, why don't I want to see my friends more, blah blah blah. But like I think it's okay because, you know, you spend a lot of time looking forward to college and like living your dream adult life. So missing that when you're home, I don't think you should feel guilty for at all. Now to do the rest of this. If you have someone come up to you and, you know, I've kind of fell in this situation where there are some people that I swear, these people never really said anything to me in high school. I swear they didn't give a heck about my existence. And now when I go to things and see them, they want to act like they cared about me. And I think at first that was like really kind of frustrating and I didn't understand. And it made me kind of mad at them. But of course, I wasn't rude in person to them because I'm not a rude person. But like I was just kind of frustrated with that. Like, hey, you want to act like you know me now? Like, what's that for? But like looking back now, I don't think you should get mad at that in any sort of respect. Unless like you know for sure, like they're kind of being douchey or whatever. Like they were douchey. So the fact that they're talking to you now is kind of annoying. But like, you know, some people, they feel like they didn't get the chance to know you, and so they're just being nice now. Or maybe like you didn't notice that they were trying to get to know you the entire time. So, and I'm saying this from the viewpoint that I knew a lot of underclassmen because I was in choir with underclassmen. So maybe they felt like they couldn't really talk to me then, but like if they catch me alone right now, then they'll be like, oh, hey, how are you doing? And like, to me, that might seem like they're over-investing because they didn't talk to me a lot in high school, but maybe they just didn't feel like they had the right to. So I think you should always be nice in all those scenarios. Obviously, some people might act like, oh, they were so close to you even though they weren't, which can be frustrating, but I think just always be nice to people, please. No matter circumstance. Especially with underclassmen, it's like, they could end up going to the college you went to, especially if you're going in-state. So you might be, you know, getting close to someone, even though you can't hang out with them a lot now. They might be like a viable friend in the future, which is cool. And even if there's someone like you know is not gonna go to your university, or someone like in your grade that went to a different college, like still be nice, you know? It doesn't hurt to have like someone you could probably hang out with a little more when you are back at home than even if you didn't really hang out with them before. And something that happened to me is like I kind of talked to a guy that I didn't ever talk to, you know, in high school. And I don't know, I didn't think he would want to be my friend or anything. So I just didn't talk to him that much. But like we talked a little one of the times I was home, and like we kind of like really hit it off. Like not hit it off romantically. No. But like we have good friendship chemistry, you know? So that was kind of cool for me, because like maybe we could have been friends in high school, and I'm not viewing it as like, oh, that was a lost chance, but it's like, it's kind of nice to know that like I'm not wondering for the rest of the life if we could have been friends. Like we could have been friends, and we can be friends even when we see each other now. So like that's cool. So now I want to talk a little about like this kind of worry that you have to look like a transformed like version of yourself whenever you come home, or like super hot, which like obviously like I'm straightening my hair right now and I'm like trying with my appearance, kind of like I showed you my outfit of the day. Like I've never worn this outfit before. I didn't know I had this shirt. I just found this shirt. I think it was like one of my mom's old shirts. I'm kind of rocking it. I might steal it back at college. This is my sister's jean jacket. Like, you know, I'm trying a little, even though I'm also trying to look like I'm not trying a lot, which isn't gonna work because everyone knows I hate straightening my flippin' hair. So that's gonna be a dead giveaway. But yeah, it's like so whack. And I swear, I see some of the people from my grade, they come back and they're like super dressed up. Like, you don't even look appropriate for the, like, you know, occasion. Like, you're obviously trying too hard. I don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't worry about like trying too hard, like with your appearance. Hypocritical. But, you know, the people who care, they're gonna ask you how things are going. And like your words are gonna mean a lot more than your appearance. Like, especially at the stage where it's not that long ago since we were in college. You know, we're not much older than any of the current seniors in high school. Heck, me being on the younger end for my age, I'm not really younger, but like I just turned, you know, the age over the summer. Like, I turned 18 a few months ago. So some of these people are probably, you know, 18, so they're not that different age, you know? So it's not like you have to look way older than them or anything, because you're not. I don't know. So what are the takeaways? Don't worry too much. You're gonna feel awkward saying hi to people, and if you do feel awkward, that's okay. That's okay. You're gonna feel a little upset probably at some point and overthink things, but like, don't let that keep you from reaching out. It'll all be okay. And don't feel guilty if you don't enjoy coming home as much as you thought you would. If you realize how much you love college, it can be really a great way to realize how much you love college, because it can kind of be frustrating to be there and be like, why am I not surrounded with friends? Why am I not in like a sorority right now, if that's something you want? Like, why are all these great things not happening to me within the span of a few weeks that I've been here, a few months? But like, you come home and you realize like, oh no, my life is great at college. So like, it can be a good thing to come home and like reflect on, you know, you have probably changed a little in the past few months, and like, that's fun, that's cool to like reflect, like, wow, this is actually changing me, and I wonder the great amazing person I'm gonna be once I've been here for a few years. So it is really cool. Thank you for listening to me talk about the first few times I came home and what that experience is like. I hope it was a little insightful, or if you're going through the same thing, it was relatable. Obviously my hair's not done, but I don't want to keep just rambling to you about things, so I'm gonna let you go and finish this off screen. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. Comment below if you want to. I will respond probably, unless it's something that I feel like you don't want me to respond to. So if I don't respond and you want me to respond, then be like, respond please, and I will. But then also like it if you want to, and if you want to, subscribe. Thanks, bye.